Oi, so I got a bone to pick about Apex Legends and its progression system. I'm not the first person to notice this, far from it. I just want to talk about it because I enjoy the game. I hate its progression system though, and as I level up higher and higher, I like it less and less. So let's overview things before we really get into it. When you first start playing Apex Legends, you gain an Apex pack every level up. That contains 3 items of varying rarities, everywhere from common up to legendary. They can include pretty much everything in the game except the extra heroes. That ranges from weapon skins, animation, quips, banners, crafting materials, plenty of stuff, and you get varying degrees. It's basically Overwatch. You all know what Overwatch loot boxes are, right? I got one on my desk right now. You all know what the deal is. And that's all fine and dandy. It's a free-to-play game. It's got some microtransactions in it. They're all cosmetic, so I didn't really mind. But the more you play the game, the less rewards you get, and that's the part that annoys the crap out of me. Because it eventually gets to the point where you cannot get any more rewards without buying them, and you can't buy the things you want outright. You have to buy the Apex packs or wait for the specific thing you want to go on sale for all of 3 days. How does that happen? Well, once you hit level 20, you start only getting an Apex pack every 2nd level. You still get your legend tokens, which can unlock any upcoming heroes or ones you haven't got yet, like Caustic or Mirage. But really, who would play either of them anyways? They're terrible! But the point is, the amount of packs that you get is immediately cut in half, and it feels like your progression slows down a crap ton as you play the game a bit more. And that initially annoyed me, but I accepted it for a while. I was like, okay, an Apex pack every 2 levels, that sounds about fine as long as it doesn't get any worse than that. And oh boy, it got a lot worse than that. So once you hit level 50, it slows down even more. No longer are you getting an Apex pack every 2 levels, you get an Apex pack every 5 freaking levels. And leveling up obviously takes longer because it takes progressively more and more experience to level up every time. So you go hours upon hours and games upon games without getting a single cosmetic reward option, unless you were to buy the packs yourself or buy the one of like 6 things that are available on the storefront. So that continues every 5 levels until you hit the level cap of 100. Then they just cut you off entirely. No more Apex packs for you, you better buy them in the storefront. Oh, you don't have that one legendary for Lifeline, the main that you've been playing for these last 200 hours? Well, screw you. You have to buy an opportunity to get the thing that you want, unless you log in every day to see what's available on the storefront. What the balls kind of business practice is that? Oh wait, it's an EA business practice. I'm not surprised at all, but it amazes me how they're still trying to do this crap. You'd think that all they have to do is replicate what happens in Overwatch. I realize that Overwatch is a paid game, whereas this one's free, but like, you just give someone a crate every level so they can get some cosmetic items so they at least have a chance of getting the thing that they want, instead of slowing it down repeatedly then cutting them off in order to say, hey, do you want to get all the rewards you were getting when you first started? Well, now we got you playing, you're hooked, you better buy some crates. Oh, and let's also not forget that the Battle Pass is coming out supposedly this month, although we haven't really heard anything about it in the last couple weeks. It could be out by the time I upload this video, who even knows? The Battle Pass is likely going to have a bunch of Apex crates in it, maybe even some legendary skins, but again, you will have to pay for that. And if you've hit level 100, well, that's the only way you're going to get anything. It's an incredibly skeezy and obvious manipulative practice, and I honestly can't believe more people aren't talking about it, because it really discourages me from playing, because while I would gladly drop like 5 or 10 bucks on a skin that I really want if I could just buy the thing I want outright, I sure as hell ain't gonna be buying 10 crates for the opportunity to get something that I like. Because let's be real too, most of the cosmetics in Apex are pretty crap. They're either super edgelord or had no thought put into them. But I've been playing the game for over 100 hours, so I'd love to be able to get Lifeline, a cool skin, so when I'm playing my main, I can look neat. And I know I've talked about this point before too, but if you do go onto the store to buy the skins that are available there for their limited times, you can't buy the exact amount of coins you need to buy them. I know that's an old business practice that's in every single one of these live services now, but it's still complete bullshit every time it happens. You'll always have a small amount of coins left over, forcing you to buy more than you need for the next time you want to buy any cosmetics. That is, unless you want to buy the goddamn loot boxes that conveniently are sold for the exact amount of currency that you can buy. So let's recap. They sucker you in by giving you 1 crate every level, then they drop it down to 1 every 2 levels, and you start thinking, well, if I'm gonna be earning less of them, maybe I can buy a couple from the store. Then they slow it the fuck down at level 50, you only get 1 every 5 levels, and then at level 100, you're shit out of luck. I really don't understand why these companies can't help themselves but make these so predatory in nature. I'm not gonna buy anything from the Apex store because I feel like they are trying to manipulate me. If they have to have microtransactions, which I understand, it's a free-to-play game, that is how they make their revenue, they can do it in a way that's going to entice players to buy what they want, but still give players that don't have the money or don't want to pay some sort of progression and reward. I would even accept getting the crate disparity as you level up if I could just go and buy the thing I want from their store. If I could just look at all the legendary skins for all the weapons and the characters, see the one I want, pay $5 for it, I'd be totally happy. But instead, they want you to buy the loot crates to have an opportunity to get something you like, but more than likely get something that you consider complete trash. Then they put all the items you can buy outright on a time limit on the storefront to make you think that if you don't buy it now, you're never gonna get it. It's obvious, and in my opinion, completely unacceptable. And I'm saying this because I love Apex Legends. It's my favorite game in the last probably year or so. It's really damn good. It's enjoying to play. It's rewarding. I'm playing with tons of friends too. Everyone's getting into it. I just want it to be better. I don't want it to be predatory. I want the business practices to be profitable for the company, but to not take advantage of vulnerable people. And I think that's pretty goddamn reasonable. I want to love that game and sing its praises, but I can't. And I really just want to buy this Mozambique skin. So will you let me? Please, Papa EA.